What's up, everybody? Crash here. Welcome back to Crash Gets the Spread, where we talk about sports from a betting perspective. It is Friday, March 14th, and we have 10 games that we're going to talk about today. I'm going to go through a couple of them really quickly because I don't have a bet in them, but I'll tell you why. Yesterday, we went 1-4. If you made it to the end of the video, I said that, as I said those out loud, I didn't really like them, but those are what I saw when I was going through them. Sacramento disappointed me, lost by 26. The over was really disappointing in the Brooklyn-Chicago game. Looked like it was on track the whole game, and just let it up in the fourth quarter. Only got to 226 instead of 230. Pelicans, bag pick. We just expected the Magic to not perform on the road as well, and Pelicans didn't show up at home. Milwaukee blew out the Lakers by 20, and disappointed in the Pistons losing outright to the Wizards. The Wizards were up a lot of that game. Pistons came back into the third quarter, but let the Wizards catch up in the fourth. So that was it. 1-4. On to today. 10 games. Like I said, not betting everything. Got 6 picks, I think. First up is this Boston and Miami game. Not looking at that. Right now we have everybody from Boston on the report. Jaylen Brown is questionable. Al Horford is probable. Tatum, questionable. White, questionable, and Porzingis, questionable. So, not really knowing who's going to play. Not really going to bet them to cover 8 points on the road, knowing that they've been up and down this season as far as the spread goes, 29, 36, and 1. So, staying off that game. Next game up, we got the Pacers and the Sixers. This is a big number for the Pacers to cover on the road, but they have some momentum coming off that win versus the Bucks. So, not looking towards Philly. Philly's injury report looks just as bad. Looking at it, I think there's 12 people on it, 11 people on it. So, who's playing for them? You know, we don't even know. So, we know Embiid's going to be out for the season. We know Paul George is starting to seek other health opportunities. So, he's definitely not going to be on the floor. Maxey's out. Lowry's out. Drummond day to day. You know, who's playing? So, not really looking towards them either. So Pacers minus 13. Clippers and Hawks. Clippers on the road are favored. Hawks up and down this season. Don't have a bet in this game either. So Hawks have more people on injury report, but that doesn't really matter to me right now. Just don't know which versions of these two teams are going to show up on any given night. So staying off that one. Houston and Dallas. So we know what's going on with Dallas. This is who Dallas is going to be able to field. Their starting lineup has been Exum, Christie, Thompson, Washington, and Powell. Washington's out, so Marshall has been starting. Exum is questionable, so maybe we'll see Dinwiddie or something like that. So who knows? Who knows who's playing for that one? So I'm staying off that one as well. We'll never see the motivation coming for either side when they go to play this team. Memphis and Cleveland. I'm on Cleveland here. Donovan Mitchell is out. He's out for a groin injury, so not even questionable, just out. And if Jaren Jackson Jr. does not play for Memphis, I think Cleveland should be able to win on the road and get their 16th win in a row and set a new franchise record. So they're going to give it a shot. Like, they're not going to lay down for this team because they got the record on the line. So Cleveland minus 2.5 in this game. Charlotte and San Antonio. San Antonio is missing Wembanyama, Fox, and Casey. So this is more of an even matchup in my opinion. So we still got Chris Paul, Champagny, Bassey, not Casey. Bassey is out. Stephon Castle still coming off the bench. Harrison Barnes. Hornets have been scrappy lately. I like the +3, and they are a profitable ATS team this season. 33, 30, and 2. So they have been covering spreads. 15-15 on the road versus San Antonio, 15-16 at home. So kind of same team. Rather have the points in my pocket. Next game up, we got Orlando and Minnesota. Minnesota's home favorites, 10 points. That number seems pretty big. But Orlando's on a back-to-back, and they have not been covering spreads. They have not really been winning that many games. Against the Pelicans yesterday was something that I wasn't expecting, so I don't expect them to do it twice. If they do, it's just against Minnesota, but I don't have this game back. Just in case they do it twice, like I said, the number is big. But they played all their starters yesterday, the whole game. Minnesota's been home waiting for them to come in. So the rest of the team, the better team, the surging team, that's the side I would be on, but I don't like the number. So Toronto and Utah, fading Utah, taking the points with Toronto. Utah, well, both teams have been 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games. The only one that Utah has lost recently was the Toronto game, but that was in Toronto. Now we're back in Utah, shorter spread. They lost outright though. I still think Toronto can beat this team. Like I said, Utah had been covering spreads, but they've been losing all those games still. So they're favored, not really looking to back them when they're favored. We're going to back Toronto plus the 2.5. Next game up, we got the Lakers in Denver. We know LeBron is out for the Lakers. Denver coming off a loss. Pretty sure they're coming off a loss. To Minnesota, at home, 95-115. So, looking for them to bounce back. This Lakers team with no LeBron is a perfect squad to do that against. There's also no Jackson Hayes, so Jokic should be able to get what he wants. Rui Hachimura and Max Kleber still out. Only people on the injury report for Denver is Strother and Holmes are out. Gordon has been upgraded to questionable. Braun is probable. Najee probable. Jokic probable. Jamal Murray is actually questionable. So, Nuggets should be able to cover this number. It is a big number, but Lakers don't look good without LeBron. LeBron is the defense, and he is the sometimes center when they need him to be on the court. And when he's not on the court, there's a couple spots missing, a couple pieces missing. So, Denver minus 13. Sacramento, Phoenix. This is one of the last chances for Phoenix to really get a win to keep themselves in the hunt for anything. So I can look standings real quick. Phoenix is in the 11th spot, right behind the Dallas Mavericks in 10. So they would have to get 3 more wins over the Dallas Mavericks. In order to not in order to get in the play-in tournament. So they are running out of time to even be relevant to top playoffs. So right now, the play-in tournament would be the Kings versus Mavericks, Clippers versus Timberwolves, and then assuming what we all assume, it would probably be the Kings versus the Timberwolves for the 8th spot. So, or Clippers, sorry. It would be the Clippers versus the Kings for the 8th spot. And then I'm not sure. I guess it would be the Clippers, probably beat the Kings in that scenario. So that's where it would be. But the Suns have a lot of work to do to get that to that point. They would have to have Dallas lose 2 more times while they win 3 more times in order to kind of catch up. So it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough for them. This is the last kind of ditch effort for them to do so against a Kings team who's missing Sabonis. He's day-to-day with a hamstring. He did not play in yesterday's game. Of course, there's a chance for him last minute to get rolled in. But right now, we got Beal, Booker, O'Neal, Durant, and Plumlee all off the report for Phoenix. So all their starters are in. So my picks are going to be Phoenix minus the 3, Denver minus the 14, Toronto plus the 2, Charlotte plus the 2.5 or 3, Cleveland minus the 2, and Indiana Pacers minus the 13 versus the 76ers. So do like those a lot better. Like I said, I'm waiting on Jaren Jackson Jr. for the Cleveland game. Waiting on injury news to clear up for Denver and Phoenix. But those are going to be the picks that I like as of right now. So lock those in. Let's get this money. We'll be back tomorrow to talk some more NBA. Actually, Saturday, probably not, unless I do a quick one. But we'll be back to talk some more NBA soon. I'll see you then.